Hi, it's James Willoughby, and welcome back to another installment of What's Happening in Austin Real Estate. We are now at the beginning of the year 2025, and there's some pretty interesting statistics. As predicted, our inventory dropped substantially. In fact, our total active listings has dropped down to about 8,500, 8,558 to be exact, at the beginning of the year. Up slightly in the first 5 days because people are putting their homes back on the market first of the year, and the sales that occurred in the first, say, 4 or 5 days are just now starting to come in here on Monday, January 6th. So I think we'll see the inventory level graph remain very similar to what it was last year, just a little bit higher. You can see right here on the graph that we're at beginning of the year, 8,558 listings. The beginning of last year, 2024, was 7,579. So really just about 1,000 listings more, and it's pretty good. So I imagine our graph this year will look just like the previous, which will be really flat until inventory starts coming on right here in the mid-March time range, which is spring break. So what that tells me, if you're a seller, it's better to be on the market before spring break than later in terms of total number of listings out there. So I think that's interesting information, and I'll show you why it dropped so much in just 1 week here. Let's go to the failed listings graph. Okay, now a failed listing is a listing that was either withdrawn or it failed to sell for whatever reason. The last week of the year we had, the last 7 days, we had 889 failed listings, okay, which is substantially higher than what we had this time last year, which we had just under 700 failed listings. So I think the reason why that's happened is a lot of these folks that had tried to sell this year, they went through a tougher market this year than they did last year. So we had a greater number of expired and withdrawn listings is what we're calling failed listings. So dropping off, almost 900 listings off the active graph almost immediately brought our inventory close to where it was this time last year. And I think that's going to make a big difference here in the spring market. So super excited. Now, as far as interest rates are concerned, rates are up a little bit again this week. They're still under 7%, so that's good. I don't think you're going to see any huge interest rate improvements this year. So get used to a market with 6.5% to 7% interest rates. That's going to actually be a market where you might start considering adjustable rate mortgages or in some other alternatives like that. We can talk about that on the next video. And I do want to bring to your attention some news that's coming out from different news sources talking about the Realtor.com prediction that our market will be a recovery market here in 2025. In fact, they put out a video on KView and a news segment that I'll post alongside this video so you can watch that. So until this time next week, have a good one. Let us know if you have questions about your real estate value. And if you're a buyer, we certainly have some great programs to talk about. And hang on for a minute while we add this video that was done by Quita Culpepper on KView. It's a good watch and a good prediction from Realtor.com on what will happen this year. All right, thanks so much.